Hello. Oh my God. Hello. It is your friendly neighborhood technical difficulty buddy. I forgot to put captions on the other one, so here we are. Hopefully this is going to work. We're just going to play Dreamlight Valley and get into trouble on the internet like we always do. I need to get that little clip from Pinky and the Brain where he says, "What do you want to do tonight, Pinky?" And then the other one, or the Brain says, "Try to take over the world," or something like that. I did not mean to make the mouth noises. I'm drinking a drink. I went to a doctor yesterday for my follow-up to try to get me on a pain protocol, which insurance doesn't cover, surprise. But they gave me a new prescription that goes along with my Lexapro that people use for, what's it called when you have pain all over and it's unexplained? Fibromyalgia. It's called pregabalin. And I know it's not enough to notice a difference from day one, but like, I felt really good this morning. Then I was like, let's go. I can go to the store. I can ride in the car. And then I also was given some other medication that you can get prescribed here that has THC in it. And that felt great, like being pain-free for the first time in like, well, for a period of time. In the first time in like 3 years, I was like, what's happening? Let's do stuff. And then I lost gas at the store picking up groceries. So I'm going to play Dreamlight Valley and we're going to listen to Doterra Diamonds Discuss. Alliteration, we are besties over here on the internet and we're going to listen to it while we play Dreamlight Valley. I still have not gotten Simba. I haven't gotten the characters. And I know if y'all hate gaming, this probably isn't the stream for you, but we are going to listen to multi-level marketing stuff, so it's going to be a chill stream. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to see you. Do I need to roll the intro? Maybe I do. Where's my disclaimer? So I don't know what I didn't mean to like overshare, but basically I'm going to be doing a weekly treatment that's hella expensive where I'm going to be getting injections until I can get surgery. And then they do the injections to help with pain. And then that's going to be 6 weeks. And so she paired whatever this is with my Lexapro. And she said sometimes, like, if you have, and it's not, they think I have endometriosis, but I can't get surgery until August. So thank you for licking the stream. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit out of it from like getting pain-free sleep last night and I'm tired now. So what's happening? Okay, play. So we're going to get Simba and Nala today, I think. I think you get both of those on this. I've been playing some just to, like, keep my mind in a good spot. Oh, wait. Do I know how to stream? No. What the heck? Oh, my God. You unwieldy machine. I don't know if that's right. How's everyone doing? Sorry. So if I'm like talking slow or something, that's why. Meaning I took something like last night and then I took something earlier. So, and then I went to the grocery store with my mom because I was like, I can go with you. I feel great. And then she had to go basically do the rest of the shopping because I had to go sit down. I don't even know where the chat is. Where's the chat? Hello, Amanda, Shannon, Christy. You use gabapentin. See, this is she was saying that whatever this is sometimes, and they're going to have to monitor it, but sometimes paired with your drug that you're taking for your depression/anxiety, then it's like, I take Lyrica and pregabalin as a generic. Gotcha. Thank you, Harper. Harper knows all the things. Okay. All right. So I finished the star. Can y'all hear? Yes. I finished the star path. And my island is a mess right now. 3 more hours. Let's go. So, sorry. Let me just put the Spotify link up. This is and I'm going to start looking at this lady. Do we not even have a description? This is not a long-running podcast. I think that they flopped. They did about 20 podcasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 17, and then they stopped. So we're going to listen to the first one. And let me just take a screenshot so people who are catching this on the replay can watch it. Oops. Hold on. There it is. Oh my God. I'm not doing a good job streaming today. I'm sorry. We're going to feed into either Heather or Aaron's stream, whatever I finish first. Let me look at the chat first. Hello, Heather. I'm on Wellbutrin and Vyvanse. It's still a daily struggle. Yes, because YouTube provides this. That's what I like to do on the stream. They're not perfect in any stretch of the imagination, but it's a option that I like using. I haven't been able to upload captions on my other videos right now because I don't have a job right now, and I have some other stuff going on. So this is as good as I can do. Oh, Aaron, what? I'm so incredibly sorry. I'm an above knee amputee. I have severe chronic pain from over 50 major surgeries, 2 types of cancer, and a tumor in my head that causes pain too. I'm sorry. Much love to you, Aaron. Thank you for linking the stream. Yes, and so we are listening to them, and we will take pauses to rage together. Okay, let's go back.
Diamonds Discuss, where you'll be inspired by stories, tips, and strategies by doTERRA's top leaders, who will then help you turn your passion for holistic wellness into your own profitable and flexible business. And
Awful
now, here's
audio.
your host, double presidential diamond, Haley Hobson.
Hello, my friends.
I hope we're not going to get booted.
doTERRA Diamonds Discuss, where we teach entrepreneurs with a passion for holistic wellness how to make a 6-figure income or more, so they can work from home, have the flexibility they've been craving with their time, and make more money than they've ever imagined. So today's guest is someone I'm pretty excited about. Her name is Leslie Gale, and she is super inspiring. Leslie and I connected, and she'll have to remind me of the story, but I think we connected. She online, our paths crossed. She reached out to me. It might have been on Facebook or a Facebook group. And then ultimately she decided to join my team. It's funny. I think we'll talk about this later, but I don't actually think she wanted to do the business at that point. Anyway, long short, she is a natural health expert.
Where is it?
She is an author and human design empowerment coach. And I'm sure you can guess that Leslie is passionate about empowering other people to embrace a holistic approach to support their mind, body, and gut. So this passion works perfectly alongside of her Doterra business. And it's a huge reason why we're talking to her today. As a diamond leader with Doterra, Leslie supports busy women to create financial freedom and live a life they love. Plus, she lives in Colorado. So she's only probably about 45 minutes to an hour from me, and she's a mom of 2. So I think it's time to get this interview started. Let's hear from Leslie. Hey, Leslie, how are you?
I don't have Dreamlight.
Good morning. I see that you're of course in the warmer weather, but yes, I'm here in Colorado.
Oh, I know. I'm in Colorado too right now.
You are.
I'm flying to see.
Oh my God, did they do this over a Zoom call and they're recording the audio? Here's what I would recommend you do. If you want to give a crap about your audio, download Audacity, it's free, and have the person you're interviewing download Audacity, and then record locally to your computer from your mic input, and then send your local recording to the person making the podcast. They're going to be separate files. You're not going to have that little, when 2 people are trying to talk over each other when there's a lag in bandwidth. Why does no one use an audio engineer? I don't understand. Hello, everyone who's just coming in. Might not be commenting a lot. Had eye surgery. Yes, and I hope it went well. Have to keep my head down till bedtime. Rest up, please. Hold the fort. You are the chosen one. Thanks for taking notes. Yes, Rob is awesome. Rob also has his own channel here on YouTube. If you click on Liberty Medical Communications in the chat, I think it may be the 3 dots, but you can go to his profile and sub. Also, I know that everyone has these cups. And I'm not going to say, oh, I liked them before they were famous. I didn't. I bought them from the Buy Guide. But when I tell you it holds a 44-ounce drink from Sonic, it's incredible. I can't help it. Give me all the shade. I do not care. My dog is going crazy over here. We got to go get some Dreamlight. Oh, I paused the call. Can I press play? No, sir.
Diego, late in a few hours. I was supposed to actually do an evening flight, and because of the Colorado weather that we're having right now, Wes freaked out this morning and started rebooking my tickets, and now I'm like, after we're done recording, this is actually a great topic. I'm glad this actually happened because I got to rebook my flights, redo my whole day, grab my daughter's stuff, go pick her up at school, go to the airport. He's already there. And the reason that I have that flexibility to do this, honestly, is because of this business, which I'm sure we'll dive into. So yeah, I can't imagine, being held and having the
Oh, that's Wally. I'm like, what's that noise?
restraints of any other lifestyle. How did we meet? Do you remember?
Okay, so yes, this is very clear, and you have a really good memory. So yes.
Listen, the Admiral Mug is so good. I know I'm not an influencer. I just, if you want a recommendation from someone who actually likes food and likes lazy solutions to everyday problems, like, can someone please make a mug that's dishwasher safe? Dishwasher safe. So is Arctic and Yeti. And the Stanley ones are dishwasher safe. Do I love that? Yes, I do.
I don't know anything about the oils. I was a holistic health coach at the time, and I just kept seeing the oils, come up on my feed, and I saw you, and I knew that you were an expert in the field, and I respected you, and it just kept coming in front of me. Again, didn't know anything about it. But at the time, yes, I was looking for some solutions for my kiddos. They were younger, just kind of basics, getting sick, this and that. And so I decided to get started with you. I knew that you would be able to guide me, and I trusted you, and I just got basically a starter package, and that was it.
I knew you'd be able to guide me. What, are we in a cult right now? Hello, how is everybody? I will be taking breaks to read. So something good happened to me this week. I'm on a new medication that is an add-on to my current antidepressant, and it's working so well. I think I've been depressed for over a year plus. I'm so happy for you, Harper. Holistic health coach. Yeah, she was in an MLM before this. For sure. Count 5. Emery, keep us updated.
Trusted that I would, kind of figure out my way and learn a little bit about them. And that was the beginning of this crazy, crazy adventure.
Yeah, I kind of remember you being a health coach, not knowing a lot about the oils, thinking like, oh, this would be a great thing to incorporate into my health coaching business. But you weren't really serious about building a business at the time. You were more just interested and curious about the oils. And I think you made it pretty clear to me that you did not want to build a network marketing business, but you wanted to have an offering for your existing clients. So has anything shifted in the last, how long has it been? Like,
it's like 9 years, I think, like about 9 years. Yeah. So yes, I was very crystal clear at the beginning with you, because I didn't know anything about network marketing, quite frankly. And, I was very kind of like, I just want the oils. I just want to use the oils, maybe kind of, share them with my clients.
What, a top leader not really listening to the person that is purchasing from them and forcing them to become a distributor? You don't say. Sorry about the sound. Yay for rain. We love it.
But I definitely was not at that time open to the business because I didn't really know much about business,
Sorry, I know the sound.
But the universe has a way of kind of tweaking things when you need a little input.
There we go. That's better.
When did it tweak, and why do you think it tweaked? So, like, when did you go from shift of what is your primary business now? Is it Doterra, or is it your health coaching business, or is it both?
No, it's Doterra, 100%. Yes. So it shifted pretty quickly because I fell in love with the oils right away. I started sharing them with other women, again, not knowing about the business, so really not even knowing what I was doing. But I started to get some checks in the mail. And then literally probably within a couple weeks, it was pretty quick. I knew enough to know I should probably understand what this means and be smart about it, because I had a passion for sharing these solutions anyway, and I wasn't going to stop. So I knew that that passion was there. I just wanted to be smart about it. So really pretty quickly, then you saw, I was sharing with quite a few people right away. And I knew that passion was only going to grow. So I
was it right away? I don't remember you really diving in full force right away. I think didn't it take a couple months or 6 months or?
Yeah, I would say probably.
Hi, Sam.
I started.
Alizex, what happened? Let me see. All I have to do is algebra, and I will be junior next year. Congratulations! Hearts and hype in the chat for Alizex. That's incredible. I feel like I can say it for the whole live chat, but we're so proud of you. An offering, that's not culty at all. Yeah, we're stuck here in the cult. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna sell some meals. I'm gonna go I need to get some Dreamlight to be able to open up that door, so that's why we're not getting Simba right now. I don't know how Simba is gonna interact with Scar, but we'll see what happens. Play.
Pretty quickly, but maybe like a month, I would say, a month or two, and then you kind of got wind of like, okay, she probably should have that conversation. So yeah, in my mind, it happened pretty quickly because I wasn't expecting it, I wasn't planning on it, but the universe kind of had a different agenda for me.
Yeah, the reason I bring this up.
The universe had a different agenda for you, or did Haley Hobson have a different agenda for you? Haley Hobson is at the top of Doterra. She is a top rank person at Doterra, and we're just going to start focusing on her. on her influence, not targeting her at all. We are all proud aunties and uncles of Alizex. Absolutely. She's trying to tell her story, and this hun is saying, no, you're wrong, ma'am. It's not your story. Yeah. So the thing is, Haley, the host of this podcast, is trying to make this the sales pitch of a lifetime. So she's like correcting her guest, Leslie, about what Leslie went through to make it better and more appealing for her downline. It's just twisty here.
Is because I think that sometimes people open their own wholesale account with the intention of just like, hey, I just want to see where it goes.
Right.
And I think that's most people.
Right.
That was even me.
Right. Yeah, I really had no desire, or really that was not even my, that just wasn't where I began. But I think it's very hard not to fall in love with these oils, and it's really hard not to share, especially as women, when we have something we love, we're going to share. And so it was just about making that mindset.
Have you never seen someone share something they're passionate about? Because it's not just relegated to one gender, for the love of sanity. That type of language is just annoying AF. My brother and I can talk about electronics all day long. Like we just can't help it. Or he'll tell me, what great thing is out there, or what computer he's building, or it's not just limited to that. Hello to Igor as well. Then my dad's birthday is tomorrow. Av. So today's your sibling's 21st birthday. I'm seeing them this weekend. That's awesome, Av. It's a busy week. Yes, and if y'all don't know, Av has an incredible, I say small business in the truest sense of the word, is that Av makes all of the products in their shop on Etsy. They're craft items, like they're beautiful stitch markers, and then they also have jewelry and stuff. And if you don't already know, Av has generously given me a 10% discount code for y'all, and there's no kickback to me. It's just as a thank you. So like if you find Av's link through my channel, you can put it in there. So I'm going to do Av, and the discount code for Av DC. And their shop name is Tekoro. Tekoro. And you just put that in at checkout. Okay, Scrooge.
Shift of, okay, I need to be smart about this, and this can really provide something for my family that I was looking for, even though I didn't necessarily know it at the time,
Yeah, totally. And I think that kind of just takes me to the next thought that I had, which is that it's okay wherever you are. Like if you're a person who's just like, oh, I just want to listen in and smell in and just see what these things are about. Like that is really cool and awesome, and go for it and see how that feels. And then some people, like I was like that. I was like, my intention, in case anybody wants a little bit of backstory here, is first, I've gone through so many career changes in the last, in the last 20 years, but I started as a corporate attorney. I practiced for about 5 years in Los Angeles. I left to become a Pilates and yoga teacher. And after practicing or teaching for 15 years, I decided I wanted to incorporate health coaching into my business. And I had no intention of building a doTERRA essential oil business or network marketing business. But during that time frame, towards the end of that 15 years, I found the oils and I thought, wow, this would be kind of cool. And I didn't really end up ever building the vision of the health coaching business that I thought I was going to build, which was taking clients and through programs. I ended up really building a doTERRA business. It sort of like was an accident, just like it was for you. So the reason I share this is because whether you have clarity, like I'm going to share these oils with people and this is going to be my business, or I don't know what I'm doing and I just want to check this out and maybe I'll be a customer and maybe I'll share with friends and family, or I'll just see what happens. I think that all of that is perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, and I was at that, I was coaching, I had individual kind of one-on-one clients, and I knew that wasn't going to provide the level of financial security that I wanted long term, and being tied down to individual clients
Wow.
one-on-one. So I was looking. I had no idea what that looked like, though. I didn't even know what I was asking. I was just kind of putting that out into the universe, that I did
Hi, Eloise.
want to have more of that freedom, and something that I could still put my heart and soul into, and that it needed to align with me, which is obviously the health part and the wellness. So I didn't know what that looked like. But yes, once I got the oils, I fell in love with them. Then I
Hey,
knew this
Christina.
was absolutely a
Grilled fish,
pathway
tuna
for me
burger,
that was
Yule
going to
log.
lead me where I wanted to go.
I hear from some people that they are actually using the oils for years before they
Right.
decide to build the business.
Right.
And I know that wasn't you, but I do think it was a little, I didn't notice you starting to build at least for the first couple months. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been 9 years. It's been almost
Right.
10 years. So I don't remember exactly, but I don't remember you really starting to build for that first almost year.
Well, I definitely was. I wouldn't say building necessarily, because I didn't know what I was doing the first couple of months. I was just sharing with other women and other moms and helping them get the oils in their home. So that's literally all I was doing, and not really understanding the structure, how it worked. I mean, I was just kind of sharing, which I think a lot of people start off as. And then something clicked. If I was going to keep doing that, I should probably know what I'm doing.
So what were some of the first activities you were doing?
When I literally first started, I was just talking to women and meeting them at coffee houses and chatting oils and helping them figure out which oils they needed. Like, I was very just one-on-one. There were some weeks I was meeting 8-10 moms a week at coffee shops. I'm like, oh my God, if I have to drink one more coffee, I'm gonna I can't keep doing this. But I loved it. It was more like, hey, just meet me at this, whatever, Starbucks or the coffee place, and I'll bring my oils, and we just hung out. That's it. It was just letting them smell some of the oils, share my excitement. And, they couldn't not get the oils when you feel that passion from somebody in that.
I have your order.
Was that like
Oh, no, I
a
don't. I
warm
messed up.
audience or circle you had in the beginning, or
Yeah.
were you pulling in? Okay.
No, that was it was friends' moms. It was my friends. It was people from school.
None of your friends are safe. You got to recruit everybody. Seriously? I know why I don't know if I don't know if this podcast was Haley's idea. I don't know if it was Doterra's idea. I'm sure that if Doterra was involved in it, it would have kept going. But maybe Haley just didn't want to keep going with it. I would say in that case, let your viewers know like when they can expect a new podcast, because there's nothing in the podcast world or whatever, there's nothing really that disappointing other than like continuing to go to someone's podcast page, refresh, and know there's not a podcast coming, and they never know when they can expect it, and then they just stop checking whether the podcast is going to be populated again or not. Anyone play Kingdom Hearts 2? The reminds me of the one bully character that said every other word. My spouse has played Kingdom Hearts 2, I think. Totally like, right? Yes. Oil and coffee do not mix. Bring oils to Starbucks. Yes. Oops, play.
My network. Yeah, my network.
Yeah. So do you still do that? Do you still meet moms at coffee shops?
I do. I have different coffee shops now that I like. I just like that in person. I like just sitting and connecting, and answering questions and just sharing, how I can best support them as well.
So what percentage of your time right now is spent literally doing that, inviting one-on-one in person in your business?
I'm always inviting. Like, there doesn't go a week that I'm not inviting, because that's really, when you go back to the beginning, what lights you up? Like, that's what lights me up.
Alex, that's incredible. That's a huge accomplishment. And when you have an additional speed bump to overcome or to work with, and that speed bump specifically makes everything in school harder for you, that's incredible. I got my boyfriend to bring snacks and water. Y'all are the best. What are y'all drinking? I'm drinking a Powerade slushie. So I get a big one and I drink it over like 2 or 3 days because the slushie stays cold. And then it's already perfectly watered down. And yes, Dreamlight Valley not having Sora is a missed opportunity, but I guess putting him in would have impacted the lore of the series because every single spin-off game is canon. My success story is going so well due to these notes. Yes, literally gold stars for Alex. Where's my cheering? You're awesome, Alex. I'm drinking a Mountain Dew. I will say that I've never had a Mountain Dew. Hello, Maya. How are you? Mango ice blend with ice cream. Dang, that sounds awesome. Now I want some Sonic. You know, if you order through the app, you get it half price. I didn't know. I'm disappointed every time I go and I'm like, oh, I should have ordered it in the app. Why do I have all these flowers here? Because my pockets were full and I dumped them. Okay, here we go.
Is just sitting with somebody and bringing hope to them. Like, really, for people that feel hopeless or feel like there's no other solutions, that you have some solutions for them. And doing that one-on-one in person, that's just my favorite way to do it.
Okay, so I have a question for you. You said, and I don't know if this is correct, if I heard it right, but you said you were meeting 8 to 10 women a day.
A week.
So
a week.
Oh, a week. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not listening that well.
Because I was like, wow, can you imagine if you were to go back, if you're not meeting 8 to 10 a day, can you imagine what that would look like?
Yeah.
If you were to, because sometimes as we grow our businesses, the activities that we do later are different than the activities that we do in the beginning. And I do want to talk to you about that. I have never lost the inviting either. Like, that's something I think is super important. The way I might do it might be differently. 10 years ago, I spent a lot of time in Facebook groups, and there were people that were reaching out to me, and I was getting on the phone. And just like you, I actually had back-to-back calls with people all over the world at that time. So now my inviting looks different. I spend less time in Facebook groups. I'm spending more time in my DM on Instagram, and I'm always inviting when I have the opportunity in person. But it's just different. It looks different. So if you stop inviting.
Kind of lucky that you have that opportunity to do all the inviting on Instagram instead of building in person. So what if someone doesn't have a large following? Because I will tell you this. Haley Hobson, the lady that we are talking about right now, 48.7 thousand followers. So 48,700 followers. Now that's small peanuts compared to some of the other bigger leaders in network marketing. She's in Doterra. Maybe she's big time, and those are big time numbers. Her branding makes me ragey, but that's okay. It's not my channel. Sorry, I lost the chat. All right, we're back. I have to figure out how to get more Dreamlight. I just built 2 large chests and... Okay, do you need to hang out with someone? Oh, you're level 10. Forget it. Goodbye. Who in my collection is not level 10 that I can go do stuff with and get? Eric, no. Oh, Mirabelle. Okay, sorry.
I think your business does eventually fall apart. I don't think anybody can really ever stop inviting. But the question that I have for you is like, is there activity that's different now as a diamond leader for so many years that you're doing that you didn't do then? Or is there, if I wait, I want you to think back, is there activity you were doing then that you realize you should still be doing now?
Yeah. So yes, it's different because the world's different. And we're much more social media driven, right? In terms of connecting with people. Then, we had 2 years of we couldn't meet in a coffee shop or we couldn't meet for an in-person class. So things shifted. That's my passion is being with somebody in person. But I've pivoted. So yes, now I'm doing much more online and being able to connect with people everywhere, which again, at the nitty gritty is I'm still connecting with them and talking with them. I still get to see their face. I still get to help them. That hasn't changed at all. Obviously, at this time too, it's more about, embracing that community and supporting my leaders and my builders and brand new builders wanting to get into this because they're going to build in a different way than we did 10 years ago, right? And so it's also kind of learning how to navigate and support them in a different way than when I first started, which was like, hey, let's invite a bunch of women and have a bunch of in-person classes. It's going to be a little bit different now.
Are you still doing any in-person classes?
I haven't in a while. Again, it's more one-on-ones if I'm going to meet with people. But the in-person classes, it just kind of
hey, Mr. Ranger Lab,
for a while because people weren't as comfortable, coming to a class with a bunch of different.
So let me ask you something though. If we didn't have the
I'm so happy with Mirabelle having glasses. I always wore them when I knew I could have. Loved that as a kid. Totally off topic. Not off topic ever. Yes, that's Scar. So here's my characters. We've got Minnie Mickey, Wally, who's my favorite, Buzz, Mother Gothel, Prince Eric, Elsa. What is his name? Olaf, sorry. We've got Olaf. I've got Maui. I've got Mirabelle. I've got Stitch. I've got Donald and his uncle and Ratatouille guy and Sven. Oh, and Goofy. Sorry. Who else? I have Woody somewhere, and I have Ursula down here. Where's Woody? And sometimes the character... Did I just miss him? Like, where is he? Huh. I have Woody somewhere. So, there he is, right in front of me. So I need to get enough Dreamlight to go open that door so I can get Nala and Simba. And there's going to be a game update. I thought I could do this. I did it last night. I did like a slide with my shoes or something. Oh well, I don't know how to do it anymore. Hey, Kara-chan, how are you? Tanya, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to everybody. I'm a little bit off today. And I hope that I didn't offend anybody by not saying hi. I'm not doing a great job, like, reading today. Everybody's names. Okay. What can we do to get Dreamlight? We can change our outfit. Great. Let's do... I'm going to flip my camera. Even though my light... Oh, are you serious? No, we're not. Okay. Thanks. I felt great this morning. I went to an appointment yesterday with a clinic downtown, and I just scheduled physical therapy, but I'm going in for treatment for my stuff until I can have surgery. And I felt great this morning, but now I'm like losing steam, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to play and listen to MLM stuff.
If we were not like home driven, do you think the traditional model that I want to say that we were all doing, but actually I wasn't really doing that. I always built my business online.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, I mean, my online strategies have changed, but I've always loved using digital marketing to build my business. So I guess my question to you is, if the world didn't go down, would you still be doing it the way that you were doing it?
I would probably still be doing it that way, but I would have, of course, continued to expand, because that's just the world that we live in now with social media. So I would have probably done them both equally, because people do really gravitate and they want that sense of community, and they love being with people, like in person. They want to like have a glass of wine and sit and smell the oils and really connect.
Kind of a
like,
weird
people
outfit.
are missing that desperately. And so, yeah, I think I would still be doing that, if people felt comfortable wanting to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you find your ideal customers on the internet? Like, I know that you are inviting when you have an opportunity. And for those of you who are listening, what we mean by that is, if you meet somebody like who is serving you coffee, or you meet somebody who's sitting next to you on the floor waiting to start your fitness class with you, or on the Pilates reformer, or
Awful.
you're hanging out at the bus stop, or you're going out to lunch with and you meet somebody, like I just went across the street a week ago. We moved into this house about 3 years ago. I think you were with me actually when we went to look at it for the very first time. We were doing a summit here in Boulder, and my husband was like, there's a house that's going to go on the sale tomorrow. Do you want to look at it? I'm like, yes. And so we snuck out during lunch and we looked at it and put an offer before it went on the market. It's hard to believe it's been 3 years, because we had 2 years just erased from us, but we haven't really gotten to know a ton of our neighbors. I mean, Wes has a little bit, because he walks the dog more than me, but I spend like 40% of my time in San Diego, and I'm just kind of a hermit introvert when I'm home, and just I look outside, but I don't. Anyway, one of our neighbors, so our street has been developed over the last 3 years. There used to be 4 houses here. Now, like, there's been like 8 houses that have gone up over the last year. So we did a get together. Somebody organized it, which was super fun to meet them all. And we decided we're going to do it once a month. And you know what? I didn't talk about the oils because it didn't feel right yet.
Right.
But you always know when it feels right. And there's opportunities for us to get to know people, figure out who they are, invite them into our vision of our life, and then eventually into the ideas of the oils. It's not just like hey, I sell this, but it is always, it's part of my being. So when I'm in conversation, it eventually comes up. And every person I am in relationship with, like my friends, every single one of them, friends of my daughter's moms, teachers, like eventually they all enroll because of the relationship, not because of the oils, because of the relationship. Yeah. But
did y'all
said online?
Did y'all just
welcome to Doterra?
Oh no, I just messed up my spot. Did y'all just hear that? Most of my kids' teachers end up enrolling with me because of the relationship, not because of the product. If this isn't a freaking pyramid scheme, I don't know what it is. I don't even know what time we were at.
For you said, and I don't know if this is correct, if I heard now, as a diamond leader for so many years, that you're
get into this because they're going to build in a different way than we did 10 years ago.
Okay, we already listened to that, right?
Not who I am. Like, my DNA is not that person. So I don't think I could ever come across that way either way.
It didn't feel right yet. Right. But you always know when.
I don't know where I was. I accidentally pressed the back button on my keyboard. Technical difficulties. Where's my little picture? No, oh, that's not it. Where's the We Are Professional one? Yes, I'm professional. Yes, I'm professional. Yay for transactional relationships.
Transactional relationships are my favorite. Oh my god. Oh my Lanta. I'm going to drive, so I'll be quiet. See how long I can listen because I might need my directions. Clowntown, you're incredible. Let me link you in the chat. Clown. Put Chicken Little in Dreamlight Valley, cowards. Oh my god. Y'all, Clowntown is an incredible follow. If you look for fun streams with high energy and inclusive language and just warm acceptance of everyone, Clowntown is for you. I love all my transactional relationships so much. Yes, Crystal, I fell asleep. Let me, here. Are you ready? I will clip this later. I'm just trying to get enough oxygen in. What? And we're at 45:03, so I'll clip that. I'll clip it. I will clip it. Where is my scene? Oh my god. I will clip it for you. Crystal, I'm sorry. I just had a rough day yesterday. Okay. Baby Snark, over.
All right. Oh, is this how it's gonna be? I don't know where I was in the
There's
list.
opportunities.
Did we already listen to this part?
Get to know people, but it is always, it's part of my being. So when I'm in conversation, it eventually comes up. And every person I am in relationship with, like my friends, every single one of them, friends of my daughter's
There we
moms,
go. This is where we are.
teachers, like eventually they all enroll because of the relationship, not because of the oils, because of the relationship.
Yeah.
But with that said, online is totally different. How do you find your ideal customers or business builders online?
So same thing is being authentic, because you build relationships and you build those connections and you build that trust. Then it's going to circle back, and if you can support them and help bring these oils into their life, awesome. If not, that's okay too. So my main areas would be Instagram and Facebook, doing lives, just connecting with people, inquiring about what they do, inquiring about their life, inquiring about their passions, because it's just, you don't want to be salesy. That's not who I am. My DNA is not that person. So I don't think I could ever come across that way either way, even if I tried. But it is relationships. And so everybody that I have brought on board, customer, builder, anybody, was that we had some kind of connection first, whether just meeting, having a conversation, hopping on a quick little Zoom just to get to know each other, being a guest on their podcast or their live, just really, connecting with other women just as women and not overthinking it is kind of my biggest thing. Is I think so many people overthink it, where we
Don't be salesy. Trick people into thinking that you're their friend so that they will want to sign up with you in your multi-level marketing opportunity. That's what I got from that. And as someone who it's hard to make friends for me, knowing that someone became my friend to play the long game and trying to get me to sign up in a multi-level marketing company, it doesn't feel good at all. It doesn't feel good that the person I was working for on a contract basis with graphic design tried to recruit me several times, and I finally broke and signed up with her. And now I'm thinking, did she just give me the job because I'm a military spouse and she only wanted to support, she was happy to support military spouse, but she thought I need this thing filled right now, but maybe I'll sign this person up as a brand partner. And she was right. And then multi-level marketing leaders are going to say, well, you can't control how people see you, so you might as well just go for no. And, you being nice to them, it will make it be okay. No, you feel betrayed. You feel like you feel betrayed when that happens, in my opinion, in my experience. I just found a new channel. She is is she an ex-fundamentalist Christian? But she also debunks scammer stuff, and she does a lot of Brittany Dawn content. I was listening to her videos last night and this morning, and I was like, I love her channel. And I just shared her post in my community post. Let me look for it. I'm not trying to be like an ad for everybody, but I know when I'm looking for new accounts, and I end up liking a streamer, and if they say, hey, I like this streamer too, sometimes that's a great recommendation. Rob, I see your comment on one of my Dreamlight Valley streams. Oh my God. Okay. It is Bethany, I think. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm bad at remembering names. And I hate that about myself. It's just a reality of my situation right now. Bethany Michael. So it's at Bethany Michael. And I'm going to link her video. Or I'm going to link her channel. Because when I was small, bigger accounts would link me sometimes. And I'm not bigger than her. We're kind of in the same like follower count. But anyways. YouTube. Bethany Michael. So she's an outspoken ex-fundee shining a light on the false beliefs taught to women inside the church. She's I really like her stuff. Her stuff as in her content. Use better words, DC. Bethany Michael. Oh, you like her too? Yay! You've watched her for a while. Okay. After MLM, I suspect it's extremely difficult to relearn how to make friends the old-fashioned way. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. Because you're trying not to like bring old experiences into new interactions or prejudge people based off of a fear that you're going to be exploited and used for like what you can contribute to someone's downline. But it's like just sitting in the back of your head all the time. And then I think, oh my gosh, what if I run into someone who... I sat next to the plane on someone when I went to see my spouse when he was at a training for his work, and she was a Doterra person, and she was being super nice and like and maybe she's a nice person, but she left all of her sales materials on top of her bag so anybody sitting around her could see it. So it was a subtle, and I was trying to be kind to her, but I was also super tense and like waiting for a sales pitch. Hello, Marianne. I resonate with lots of what she says. Yep. Meh, what are words? I can't use the words correctly either. Yeah. Oh, yes, I watched her video that you suggested a little bit ago. It was really good. Brittany Dawn is a rehab. If y'all didn't see the video, Brittany Dawn used someone else's infertility audio that she made that described her situation with what she's run into. Oh, I'm sorry, content warning. Sorry, content warning. I'm sorry. Content warning, infertility. Brittany Dawn used this small creator's account audio that she had personally made based on what people had told to her during her fertility journey. And it was a significant piece of audio. And guess who took it? Brittany frickin' Dawn. And this creator that she took it from tried to reach out to Brittany Dawn's marketing company, like the people who managed her management company. She tried to reach out to Brittany Dawn all through email. And Brittany Dawn has been deleting comments of people saying, hey, that's not your audio. At least give credit to the creator. And they're deleting it. So she's aware of it. It's a wild video. I recommend watching. Ow. Words are hard. Me 24/7. Indeed. Making friends or reconnecting with people is hard, especially as there's so many MLMs. Yep. B. Dawn is in so much drama and scam things. Yes. And it's like, it's even twistier because she kind of, and I know we're distracted from the Doterra stuff. When you make lots of claims about how you're more elevated and a better person because of your relationship with Jesus, and that everything's been restored and you're working on yourself and everything, and then you do stuff like this, it feels like hypocrisy. It feels like you are not aware of anything. And to know that what you are doing is profiting off of a smaller account's audio, and then you are trying to create an echo chamber in your own channel by preventing other people from know that you stole the audio from someone else without crediting them. That's twisty. Yes. Oh yeah, I made friends with Jessica. And other creators copied it and credited Brittany Dawn. How do you feel good and sleep well at night knowing that you are not only personally profiting off of someone else's work without credit, but you don't even say anything when other people are crediting you? It's nonsensical. Yeah, because it wasn't about her. It wasn't about her. Evan and Caitlin have Words Are Hard merch. Oh my God, I need to look at it. Yes, I do. I do need a break. That's why we're doing Dreamlight Valley and like listening to stuff. I was just going to play Dreamlight Valley and then I was like, ooh, I don't know. So I think I'm going to like start adding some gaming streams in, because sometimes it's like, you don't want to just listen to one piece of heavy content after the next. I'm not saying that only people would consume my content, but sometimes it's nice to do a lighthearted stream, like the puppy MLM one we did on Sunday. Like that was so much fun, and like we laughed, and it was like it just was like felt good to do something where everyone was having a good time in the chat and being creative together and laughing at the puns, and it just felt good. A kitty stream. Yeah, I'm working on the Zoom video for the floofs. I'm just had kind of a not great day yesterday, and then I'm just streaming and having fun today. So we'll just get back to the video.
It's just everybody is really seeking a community and seeking to connect with like-minded people. So that's where you start.
I love that. It's such a great response, you guys. It's not rocket science. It's really not. It's just, I really believe that people engage with us to the next level in business because of the relationship that we have. And so you show up and you look to be in relationship with people, whatever that relationship looks like. Your relationship with your kids is different than your relationship with your husband, is different than your relationship with your mother or your father or the girl that's checking your bags out at the grocery store. But there is room to be in relationship with everybody. And when we are not pausing and getting to know people on that more intimate level because of either we don't think it's appropriate, or we're afraid, or we have blocks up or walls up or shields up or armor up, then we can't be in relationship. And this is a very interesting conversation for me right now, because I just went through it. I'm not sure if I told you the nitty-ditty
That sounds so good.
But I went through a very intense leadership program starting last August. It was a 4-month program or 3.5-month program. And I know
John
it
Maxwell?
sounds so cliche, but it changed my life.
Was it John Maxwell program?
And the person that I was able to be as I moved through the program and even after is literally a completely different person in how I see humans and how I can connect. And I was always good at enrolling. Like I always was on the top leaderboard on the incentiveship. But now to be able to just really understand how I was doing it and how I can even take it next level by enrolling people in my vision that's what the whole program was about. Like how to be and how to enroll yourself into your own vision and other people into your vision. That's leadership, is enrolling other people.
It sounds like a cult. This really does. You're saying that you became a better person, but then at the end of that sentence, She talks about how she can really manipulate people now into enrolling them into her vision for Doterra. No. No, no, no. No. Hello, Bun Mom. I do love Dreamlight Valley. It's very... It feels relaxing sometimes. I need to I actually need to design my island, but I just haven't done it. The key word is was. It is a cult. Yep. I'm super grossed out by how she's talking about relationships. Yep. The lack of self-awareness. Or to be so self-aware that you know your intentions and you know your intentions for other people and you know how powerful you are in being able to convince people to give you money and then being excited about that. Twisty.
Your vision. And I'm actually proud to say that I had 2 conversations this week by text message. One with our Australian sales manager and one with somebody else. I don't remember who it was. And the last part of their message, because we were dealing with a situation, was great leadership, Haley. Thank you. Oh, might have been Russell Butters who reached out to me to ask me a couple months ago, like, will you speak at leadership? And I heard you have some really great things to talk about. I'm like, what are you talking about? Who'd you hear that from? He's like, I'm just picking up on it. I just feel it. And it's just like learning to be a different person. So the part of this journey that we go on to Diamond and above in Doterra, I believe is about becoming the next leader that you can be. And it's a personal development journey. We've been saying this for a decade, but gosh, I wish I could make a lot of changes to the girl that I was 10 years ago but that's the path. That's the journey. I'm not going to look in the rearview mirror and go, I wish. Now I get to be looking forward, staying in the present right here and being who I want to be. But that is the path to Diamond and above. It's learning connection and it's learning how to be a leader.
I totally agree. Yeah. I think, I talk with my leaders about that often, is kind of like, we say like the 2.0 version of you.
How have I never heard of Haley Hobson before? I know some of y'all know more about what's going on with all the things. She sounds super twisty, right? Do I have enough pumpkins? I have 50. I have 200 pumpkins. Perfect. Be who I want to be. Pretending who you want to be. Yes. If there's one thing we've learned about being bosses, it's that boundaries between personal and professional are crucial. Yes. I'm a cult leader and I'm proud of it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Like, how can I, like, who is that person? What do they look like? What do they feel like? What does their energy resonate at? Like, think about that person, right? And how do we step into that person's energy, right? Like, what would they be doing and feeling and thinking, and how are they behaving? Because we're constantly having to grow and evolve, like we all are. It doesn't matter what level we're at. If we get stuck, it's because we're not evolving. It's just, we're not moving. And so it's thinking about, like, I have the vision of my 2.0, like that version of me, that Leslie, that I would love to be. And she looks different than how I look right now. Her energy, what she's doing, where she is, who she's surrounded by. And so just being clear on that just starts to build that forward motion, and in this business, yes, like you said, I think it's 99.9% of our success is being open to evolving and the personal development and the mindset shifts and letting go of the things and the beliefs and the energy
Oh my gosh.
that's no longer serving us.
One of the things that I want to acknowledge that you said,
Listen.
or that we both, I guess, kind of have been saying is
If anyone can sing, I guess I could just cut out that part of the song and I just need someone to say culty. We could just use the voice changer. I'll work on it, Melissa. After I get Crystal stuff to her. Let me let my dog out. I'm sorry. I'm going to press play.
as we step into this next version of leadership, and we realize that part of that is being in relationship with people, and we've been talking about enrolling and how we meet them, whether it's on person or online. One of the things I wanted to add is making sure you're taking advantage of being in community. Like I was talking about a leadership program I did, and no, my end result was not, oh, I hope I meet more people to enroll in my Doterra business. But inevitably, it's more people that you bring into your life. And every time you take part in something, whether it's a fitness class in your local area or whether it is a new leadership development program or some type of online program or whatever, I will tell you, I've been taking part of programs and going to events for a decade or more. And my network is larger because I do that.
Yep. I agree. And I think a lot of people, because the past couple of years have gotten stuck into, they're staying at home, they're kind of hunkering down, they're playing,
Yes,
we're playing
Rob.
it safe. We kind of got into that mentality. And so it is like people are desperate for community and people are desperate to connect with other like-minded people that bring out the best in you, that can help you, evolve and take it to the next level. And all of those communities are out there, depending where you look.
Yes, me. It was me.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes we think like, oh, I don't need that, or I've already learned that. I'm actually going through this myself right now. I'm in a high-level mastermind, and as a bonus for being in the mastermind, we have access to this specific back-end membership site for the middle tier version of the membership. So I'm on the higher level, but I have access to everything that these people on the middle tier get. And at first I was like, oh, I probably know all that. Like I consider myself somebody who could teach that stuff in the hub. But I started going in and just playing around. And
what mastermind is she a part of? I wonder if Veronica Bay follows her. No way. It's very chaotic branding. Look, I know my branding's chaotic. If anyone knows what opportunity she's a part of, let me know. Okay.
even though a lot of it was a reminder to me, a lot of it was said in a way where I was like, light bulbs were going on, and I always get something from everything that I do. Like if you're really sitting still and paying attention, like maybe it's something on this podcast. The one thing that you hear that's going to shift everything for you in your business, one little tweak that somebody says to you in a different way. So to kind of sum up what we've been talking about so far, I feel like the biggest lessons that we've learned today, that I've learned from you and probably that we've been discussing, is one, don't stop enrolling. Two, continue to build your network. Be authentic, genuine, and in relationship to build your network. Continue to
be in relationship to build your network. That is such a great way of saying that everybody is a lead. Every single interaction is a lead. Wee Sweet Goth, hello, you changed your picture. I love it. Do you have a cowboy hat on? You're going to have to send me a bigger picture on Insta Spam.
your network by participating in activities and events and never stop learning and growing.
100%. Yeah. And also just like sometimes looking at ourselves, looking in the mirror and like really looking at ourselves. And am I inspiring myself? Right? Like, do I inspire myself? Because if not, how am I going to inspire other people that want to join forces with me or link arms with me if I'm not even inspiring to myself? Right? So what am I doing every day to feel more inspired, to feel more passionate and excited, and that joy literally like radiating? Because if I don't feel that, I guarantee other people are not going to feel that. So sometimes you just have to take a bit of self-reflection too.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's imperative that you enroll yourself in your own vision and you enroll yourself in your own excitement. And this can be a conversation for another time, but you enroll yourself in your own decision-making. So many of us sit here for hours or days or months not making a decision. And if you can't make a decision, you can never help anybody else make a decision, which means you can't sell anything. So that's another topic I probably need to dive into.
If you don't believe in your product, you're not going to be able to tell other people to buy your product. Okay, crystal clear. Oh, it's your Monate hat. Oh, I love it so much. I would just say, like, if you're thinking about exploiting a friendship and violating it, I say violation. It's using someone's willingness to stay in close proximity to someone else feels like it is a type of violation when you are sharing information with someone who wouldn't have wanted to listen to it if it wasn't shared by their friend. Is it just me, or does one of these ladies sound like Heidi Powell? I think one of them sounds a little bit like Heidi, but it's not. It's Haley Hobson, public figure extraordinaire, 7-figure holistic wellness expert, paving the way for women over 40 to look and feel younger so they can live a 10 out of 10 life. What? You haven't posted to your podcast in a million months. Why do you have a highlight for your podcast? Come on. My internet is being a little bit odd. Okay. I even credited you in my success rags to riches story, DC. I'm honored. That makes me feel so good. That's what happened to husband. He got a new manager and they made everyone do the Myers-Briggs test, and his new boss said in front of everyone that she didn't get along with his personality type. Oh my God. Are you serious? Is he an INTJ? 1, that's gross. 2, I'm curious now. Making all relationships transactional is just yuck. Yep. And started treating him like shit. He only found out after he left that job that he could have gone to HR about it. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
A whole other conversation, but I have 2 questions for you before we tap off today. One is, what do you do, speaking of, showing up?
We're getting Nala today.
Speaking of making decisions and speaking of loving what you're doing, what do you do when you're not motivated? What do you do when you aren't feeling motivated?
Well, first recognizing it, because look, this being human, like we're human beings, we're going to have days and times and moments that you do not feel motivated. Like that's the reality of life. But it's recognizing that, being in touch with
Where's
yourself.
my camera?
Like, where does that show up? Like in your gut, you just notice it, you feel it, whatever. And then for me, absolutely, I get outside, I get in nature. That is the quickest way for me just to move that energy out. Yes, I'm using the oils literally hourly some days because that just also helps ground
I'll BRB.
And then I go back to listen to a meditation to create that vision and become that person that I want to become. And it gets me motivated. It inspires me just to move.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
The last question I had for you was, what are your long-term goals?
This could be an hour-long question, seriously. Honestly, my long-term goals are to help, really, I want to help as many women as I can be, or that I can support, to really create that peace of mind and that financial freedom and have the freedom to live life on their terms, because life is short. None of us are guaranteed tomorrow, and I don't want people to feel stuck. I don't want them to be stuck somewhere doing something that doesn't light them up. And so Doterra is a platform, and I want to help them get to that point where they have that peace of mind and they can really live their life adventuring and being with their family and doing things that they love, creating those moments, because that
we're blown
is
out.
Most important to me.
Reset.
Present for my family, for my kids, and that doTERRA has allowed me to create those moments. So I want to do the same and pay it forward for as many women as possible.
What is happening?
I love that. So good. So anyway, Leslie, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank all of you for listening in on our interview. It was inspirational, encouraging. If you want to check Leslie out online and connect with her, her website is lesliegalewellness.com. I'll put in the show notes. And is there an Instagram that you want them to check out?
Sure. Leslie.gale.coach.
Yay. All right, you guys, we will see you online.
What the hell?
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Haley.
Sorry. I've been having issues with my plug for my camera because I don't use a battery for this. I plug it straight into the wall, but it has not been happy. So this is normally my little point and shoot. And now we're on my webcam. Sorry about that. Yeah, it might not happen at your work, Crystal, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I'm an INFJ, so we make a very chaotic pairing. Oh my gosh, I think I am ENFP. So when I've taken tests like that, I test like 51%. I don't know if there's percentages on all the tests, but I test like halvesies. And I've always tested halvesies. Unfortunately, I hermit when I'm stressed out, so everyone thinks I'm an introvert. Which, no, I love you. I love the introverts. I'm probably more of an introvert than an extrovert. My dad is INTJ. Myers-Briggs. Do not walk toward the light, DC. Y'all are the best. I'm an INFP. I'm a mediator. Love that. Sorry, I'm taking my vitamin. I'm pulling up a Myers-Briggs. What do the letters mean? So it's a Myers-Briggs. We'll put the test on the screen. Oh, you POS. Make it bigger. What are you talking about? And more. Microsoft Bing is the worst search engine sometimes. And I don't know how to get it off of Bing. I'm in Chrome right now. Here we go. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry, Okay, here it is. This is order of preferences. So ISTJ, ISFJ, INFJ, INTJ, ISTP, ISFP, INFP, INTP, ESTP, ESFP, ENFP, ENTP, ESTJ, ESFJ, ENFJ, ENTJ. I'm an ENFP. Intuition, feeling, thinking, sensing. That's my order of... Well, maybe I'm a sensing first. I don't remember. Yep. Oh, yes. Tina, content warning, death. Tina Turner passed away. I'm an INFJ, INTJ. Meds make me less sensitive. ISFP, feeling, sensing, intuition, thinking. Welcome back, Christy. An ENFP is basically a squirrel in human form. Oh my gosh, am I a squirrel? Sometimes I am on my lives. Maybe I'm not, though. I feel like I am. I don't remember. I need to go look it up. INTP here. What's thinking, intuition, sensing, feeling? Love that. Yes, we were just looking at this because Melissa was saying that her husband got treated differently after he took a personality test at work. Okay, so here's what we can do. I'm still going to keep playing. I'm going to look up to see if we have a video that we can grab of Haley Hobson. So, YouTube, Haley Hobson, Doterra, 6.96 thousand followers, and then we have an old one with 161 subscribers. Haley's course shoot bloopers. Oh my god, the screenshots on these are awful. Okay. Haley Hobson, a short introduction. Let's watch this one.
Did your audience wake up today more tired?
Okay, let me put it on the screen. Hold on. I was not ready. Chrome. Sorry, I'm moving kind of slow today, guys. I wanted to stream, and I shouldn't have probably.
Did your audience wake up today more tired than yesterday? And are they sick and tired of being sick and tired? Many women are so busy living their lives and taking care of others, they don't have 1 minute to stop and ask themselves simple questions like, when was the last time I ate? And what kind of nourishment did that meal even provide me? You see, our thoughts create our emotions, which then create our actions. And then our actions create any result or non-result we're searching for in our lives.
What?
When we put food in our mouth, we have a neural response to that food. If that response is negative, we enter into distress. If it's positive, we experience happiness. Our goal is to reach the positive state more often than not. But how do we get there?
I don't know.
I'm Haley Hobson. I'm here to tell you. As a holistic health coach and life coach, I am passionate about helping other women use progressive self-care to heal their bodies from the inside out, so they can live a life where they have time to accomplish anything they want and still have time to take care of themselves, all without the overwhelm, pressure, and craziness that currently plagues them every day.
Sorry for the language.
I teach women how to feed themselves, but more importantly, how to nourish their bodies and heal their gut, their brain, and their emotions. Nourishment is different than nutrition. It includes an awareness of how and which foods are helping or even hindering your...
This is the lady from the podcast. She is the lady on the cover of this video, and the host of the podcast we just listened to is this lady above us.
Health. Understanding what foods have inflammatory responses and how our bodies react to toxic ingredients begins the healing process. Then, making simple, easy, and effective changes is what allows your body and your mind to relax, recharge, and recalibrate. But most women are so busy with their day-to-day tasks, they aren't even aware that they don't feel well, let alone what to do about it. Meh has become the status quo for most. But that wasn't good enough for me, and it doesn't have to be good enough for anyone else.
That wasn't good enough for me.
Discretionary eating is just one piece of the nourishment equation. The other part is taking what I call progressive steps at relaxation. In our busy world, we are constantly inundated with digital alerts and messages and news media and interruptions, sending our brains into a constant state of fight or flight, usually subconsciously, unless we learn a process to turn off the noise. Our brains can't rest. And without rest, we can't heal.
The twisty thing is she's mixing up like real things, and then she's going to say, you can trust me to give you all of this advice. And then also you probably need to be a doTERRA distributor so that you can fully enjoy the healing products, the healing properties of therapeutic grade essential oils. Maybe not. Maybe that's me overreaching. Hello, Alexis. I just had a day-old mozzarella stick from McDonald's. Is it the healthiest for me? No, but is it comforting to have one little stick? Because I actually taste it? Yep. Oh my God. Like there is some mind-body connection about some stuff, but like, shouldn't you work through that with a actual medical practitioner or a therapist or somebody? Licensed clinician? I don't know.
Absolute must that we learn to nourish ourselves with this progressive relaxation. And a single day off
What in the world is
or a day
playing?
at the spa just won't cut it anymore. In my presentation, Healthy Habits and Holistic Happiness, I share my 3-step system to nourishing your body and becoming vibrant, controlling your schedule and your time, and still being productive so you can accomplish all the things that matter most to you. If your audience is tired of pulling her hair out and asking, how will I ever get all of this done and finally have time for me? I would love to continue this conversation with you by connecting for a call at your first opportunity. So thank you so much for your time, and I'm excited to connect soon. Have a great day.
Oh, this was awful. Well, we found an... Oh, what? You put... I'm sorry. Number on screen. Go back. Go back. No. Eric Worre and Haley Hobson. Oh my God, we're going to watch that. She was on the Network Marketing Pro stage. This is 4 minutes. Let's do this first.
And we grow up and we communicate with others. What happens is we communicate with how we've learned from the past, right? So when I started my network marketing business, I don't think that my communication skills were as strong as they could have been. And what I want to talk to you about today are 2 different lessons I've learned. One is the lesson where you are trying to reach out to somebody in your organization that you may have sponsored it or you may not even know. And yet you don't have the confidence to do it, and so you do nothing. Or when you communicate with somebody and you think you said something, but they're hearing something totally different. Now, when you say something to somebody, you may have a choice in how you communicate, but I'll tell you something that I think is really important.
Sorry for the bad audio.
And it's one of the biggest lessons I've learned is that the person who's hearing also has a choice on how they want to make that mean. So I learned over the last couple years that I can say exactly what I need to say and be heard. I can be confident, and yet I can be lovable at the same time. I can ask for...
You don't have to be lovable. Can I just say this for anyone in the live chat who thinks that you have to, and there's all types of things that people do to make sure that they stay safe in a situation that might be tumultuous for them. And this is so like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of her saying, I can be confident and lovable. You don't have to be lovable. You can advocate for yourself, and you can speak up, and you can be calm and clear. And it doesn't matter if people still like you when at the end of it. And I'm not saying that what you're saying and being confident and strong and clear is doing anything to the other person. If they act like it did, fine. But you don't have to do it and say, well, I can look feminine and pretty and still fit into society's like thought about who I need to be as a person, and I can speak my mind. You deserve to be able to speak your mind whether you fit someone's idea of lovable or likable. I don't know why I went on that tangent, but this lady is wild to me.
For what I want and still come from a place of kindness. That's my responsibility. But it's also my responsibility when somebody says something to me to choose how I want to make that mean. So let's talk about commuting down into our organization for a second. I'm going to use the word taprooting, which means when you go down to a lower level and maybe you're connecting with somebody that you don't even know. When I was a premier in my organization, which was one of the lower ranks, my diamond upline, who I didn't know, who didn't sponsor me, who was actually 9 levels above me, reached down to me and sent me the most beautiful, heartfelt email telling me how amazing I was. I had done what most people sometimes take a year to do in only 1 month. And he sent me a beautiful email and he inspired me. And I had no idea what a diamond was, but it sounded really important. And it made me feel really special. And he inspired me to attend my own company's leadership conference a couple months later, where I knew no one at all. I sat in the back of the room of 1,500 people at that time, but I was inspired to go. And you know what? That conference changed my life. That man changed my life. And that man passed away this past summer. But I will never, ever forget the kind words that he used with me in just that email. Now, that is why taprooting matters. So I did have a wonderful upline who did enroll me, and she felt as new, however, as I did in the business. And although I am so grateful for her introduction to my business, she didn't offer me a ton of support. She didn't know how to at the time. She didn't think I needed her. Not her fault.
I'm going to say something. Wait, I'm not going to say it. You're not going to say it. You're not going to say it. We're not going to say it. It's difficult because, like, I'm such a visual person. Meaning, like, visuals really matter to me. And it makes sometimes, like, life is incredibly, like, uncomfortable because I will see things and then I can't unsee them. Like, I can't focus on, like, the message sometimes because of how it's enclosed in a medium, like a video or a presentation, like in person with PowerPoint, or even a room or whatever. Like, so it's hard for me to, and I think there's a difference between ad hominem attacks and saying from a presentation standpoint, you might have considered doing something different with X, Y, or Z. But I also do not want to add fire to the internet, so I'm not going to say it. Oh my God. Oh, you're good, Bree. No worries. Taking a break and reassessing my work plans. I don't know if I have the to make it 1.5 more hours. You can do it. Grab some water, stretch. If you have a cozy blanket, I don't know if you work from like a cubicle or a desk or something, but drink some water. Go like this on the back of your neck, right from where your skull is. Stretch. Okay, I'm going to say it, and I will say it very gently. If you are speaking on a stage where you are going to be shared with the entire planet, basically, from how this has been shared to 398,000 subscribers from Eric Worre, Network Marketing Pro. This is hypocritical of me because I stream in a sweatshirt. I would say this. Being able to visually tell the difference between your natural hair and your extensions is a super big speed bump for me. And it sometimes takes away from listening to the message because it's a speed. I call them speed bumps. It's like it's slowing me down from listening to what you're saying. It's like when people fight about not wearing corporate attire to a corporate event, and then people are shocked and it stirs people up because it's a speed bump. And if that was wrong of me to say, I will retract it. I'm not saying that it takes away from her credibility as someone who makes a lot of money in a multi-level marketing company. The past 15, 16 years that I was working in marketing, it was about making the business that aligned with the owners, like what they wanted their business to look like, and bringing their vision to life. And also, on the other hand, looking at it from a consumer standpoint, and how is the consumer going to take your approach, your podcast, your videos, your pitch, your writing, your website, how your team interacts with someone calling the firm or the contracting office, or, you know, electrical or plumbing or whatever it is. And I'm not saying she is a bad person for having extensions. I'm saying it's just a speed bump It's just a speed bump. I agree with the appearance thing too. I've seen many videos of ridiculously dressed adults on MLM stages. We had this whole thing at our job about how important clothes are in meetings and such. Clothes shouldn't be distracting, hence why I like dress codes. Yeah. Many of us are visual people. Yeah, and training new hires is ruining my ability to watch your lives during work. Oh, I'm sorry. Good luck with training. That's a lot of energy output. Because I do understand this. If I want to make sure my live chat's safe and I have rules about ad hominem stuff, I don't want to do that. But I think there's a balanced way to talk about this from a marketing perspective. And if I change my mind that I shouldn't have done that, I will make sure I pin a comment and apologize. I'm not perfect at all. And this is me with a backwards hat and a sweatshirt streaming. So what do I know?
But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that we all need support, and we all want to feel supported. So while Jordan talked about tethering a little while ago, which is super important, remember in the beginning, there are people who need you, and there are people who want to feel your love. And if you're not confident enough to lovingly reach out to them and hold their hand for a little bit in the beginning and show them the way, then you're doing yourself and them a big disservice. You might have amazing people underneath of you, and because you're not confident enough yet to reach down, you're walking away from an opportunity for all. So remember that taprooting, which is communication, actually matters.
Taprooting? You mean that you are trying to love bomb someone and make them think that someone above them, higher up, actually sees them and thinks they have a lot of potential, so that they start going above and beyond what maybe they would have normally? And who benefits? All the people in the commission line. Okay, now we're going to watch the longer one. This is from 3 years ago. See, and this is different. There's no visual change, so it's not distracting. Eric Worre is, because, okay,
Welcome to Network Marketing Pro. My name is Eric Worre, and today I'm here with $1 Million a Year earner and my friend, Haley Hobson. Haley, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I am great.
Have y'all seen that clip where Lucille Ball is presenting, or she's being asked questions, and the presenter is out in the audience? It's from like the 60s or 70s. And he's interviewing these women, and he keeps touching them. And Lucille Ball is like, so-and-so, stop touching them, stand away. And she does it every single time. And I remembered that one stream that we were doing a few weeks ago when the guy was being so inappropriate and making all of the women stand next to him. And all of the partners of those women would stand on the outside, and then he would touch the small of their back. And then he would purposely step into their personal space. And it's like, all of those people recording this event, you can stand right next to someone and feel nervous, and you could see, like, when someone's trying to lean away from something, like, I know, I don't want to get into body language. I'm just saying, if I saw someone that I was around and I saw they were uncomfortable and no one was standing up for them, I would have said something. And then to see all these people watch something and not say anything, it's like, but the way I was just watching that, like the way he grabbed her hand, touching obviously is hard for me, but it's just, I saw that video of Lucille Ball doing that, and I was like, I love that. Yeah, and it's like, would you do that to a guy? Or would you do that to someone who identifies as a guy? Or, I don't know the right terminology. I'm trying to be inclusive because I know that it's a myriad of things. But Eric Worre is very traditional. So, would he have grabbed a guy's hand like that? No. So why is he doing that to a woman?
Well, what I wanted to do in sitting down with you and just having a conversation is get a little bit behind the curtain. People know you as this $1 million earner, this rock star in network marketing. But why don't you start by telling me a little bit of your background? You know, what happened prior to this network marketing experience? What was your life like prior to this network marketing experience?
Yeah, so it's funny, actually. My prior life, I was a bankruptcy attorney. And I went to law school when I was in my 20s and started practicing law immediately afterwards, and realized right away within the first couple of years that was not the profession for me. Although probably that's one of the reasons that I'm so anal retentive in my business right now, right? You kind of have to have that personality. So maybe it's helped with a level of success. But I decided that I didn't want to be in a courtroom. I didn't want to be pushing papers all day long. I didn't want to be fighting with other people. And I didn't want to be on somebody else's time schedule and work for somebody else. So I actually quit my job back then. I think I was about 30. Mm-hmm. And I called up my parents one day and I was like, I'm going to be a Pilates and yoga teacher. And I was super into athletics at the time. I was a competitive triathlete, and I was looking for ways to relieve my stress and looking for ways to perform better. And so that's what I chose to do. And I thought at the time that that would be a more flexible lifestyle and that I'd be living my dreams, right? And it was a lot more fun, and I was working with people who wanted to be healthy, but I actually got really sick in the meantime. And so about 10 years into that career, I realized that there had to actually be something better than that. And what I meant by that was I was tired of working so hard for a paycheck. You know, if you didn't show up.
Everyone works hard for a paycheck. Working is hard. I don't know. It's interesting that you had the luxury of making a choice, I guess.
In front of your clients, you didn't get paid. And there were so many days I showed up not feeling well, having a headache, having a sore throat, just feeling like I didn't want to show up. You know what I mean? And so I had a 3-year-old at the time. And I also realized that I wanted to figure out how to...
Okay, so she's going to say that she stayed home and learned how to do multi-level marketing so that she could be a parent full-time and that other people wouldn't have to raise her kids, I'm guessing. Oh, so they are hardcore going with the SEO on this. Eric Worre is the world's most watched and most trusted resource for network marketing training and support. Is that the equivalent of saying that you're the #1 network marketing trainer in the world? Just like Jesse Lee Ward is the #1 network marketer in the world? And since 2009, he has produced over 1,400 free videos. Well, I mean, yeah, these are free, but your other classes are hella expensive.
Spend more time with her. Like if she got off the bus eventually and went to school and got off the bus at 3, I wanted to be able to go pick her up. I didn't want to be smack in the middle of my day with clients. So at the same time that I was having that sort of revelation or manifestation that there had to be a way to make money while you're sleeping, or what we call now residual income, I did get really, really sick. And I had to start looking at alternative, more holistic remedies for my own health. And that's when I came sort of across, the product line that I wanted to use, and then realized that lots of people were interested in getting healthy. And so it was a simultaneous sort of switch from my Pilates and yoga wellness lifestyle into, wow, I can't even teach Pilates and yoga anymore because I'm so busy with my network marketing business. And that's what I thrive on now, is really the connection that I have with people who want to grow businesses. Like
Has this been here the whole time?
I have a huge passion for helping other people be successful. I know that you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And it's what I thrive on.
Oh, I'm so unprofessional. That's such a, I know I'm going to get reamed for that. He can make all the free videos he can because he's making bank with those 25,000 so-called masterminds. Yes. If that's what you wanted, then great, but that's your choice. Yep.
I mean, what wakes me up every day and makes me want to keep going is teaching people that there is a better way to live. There is a much more fun and free lifestyle that we can all have. And it's more than just being healthy. It's really about how can we love our life and love the time that we can actually spend doing the things that we love.
I love that. And talk to me about, I want to peel the layers back just a bit. Because I know sometimes in network marketing, we have our canned responses to different questions because we get a lot of the same questions, right?
Right.
But take me back prior to your attorney days. Were you always driven?
Yeah.
Were you always the person who was the most organized in the room, the person who was
probably
entrepreneur? Were you always entrepreneurial?
You don't think of yourself as being entrepreneurial as a kid. But I remember when I was 16, I wanted to already get a job. I wanted to bring in my own money. My parents were doing fine. I wasn't the kind of kid that actually had to contribute to the household. But when I wanted to have my own money. So when I was 16, I started waitressing. When I was in college, I didn't have any student loans, but I still went out and got a job and waitressed or bartended because I wanted to feel like I was making my own money. And, yeah, I guess so. I was a straight A student, all the way through high school and through college and through law school. And if I came home with an A-, I remember as a joke, my parents would say, "You only got an A-?" So I always was sort of bred to be successful. And maybe it's the, East Coast mentality. I grew up in the New York, Philadelphia area. I don't know if that's part of it, or I just had parents who were high achievers as well.
Well, I barely escaped high school. I didn't go to college. You know what I mean? So I think there's both sides. There's some people who don't fit into the traditional paths who succeed in network marketing. And then there's people like yourself that absolutely are in the top 1% of everything. So it's interesting to me because I think some people talk about nature or nurture. Are you born this way?
I think part of it is some people are genetically born this way. But I do think a lot of people can be taught to be successful. And,
sure,
it's been a big lesson for me because I'm bred or born this way. It was hard for me in the beginning to identify with people who weren't, and part of our job as being successful network marketing mentors or coaches to our teams is to really see what they're about, be able to find a solution to help them grow. We don't want to hear that story, oh, I can't do it. Because we know that anybody can do it if they put their mind to it, but some people just aren't.
This lady's like rubbing us all the wrong way, right? Is it just me? Where did my... Like, it's wild listening to it, right? Cover your mouth and cough away from the mic. Jesus. Be bred into wealth by high achievers. The best note, We Sweet Goth and Liberty, Rob from Liberty Medical Communications are just on point taking all these notes. He's pointing out that she had a head start. What a stupid road to lead her down. I actually feel sorry for them now. And if y'all think that grades are the only measure of success, like, yes, those help you sometimes. But in general, like with a job, it is learning the material is important if you even need a college degree to work a job, if there's a job available. But you can be an incredible doctor, nurse, med tech, I don't know, engineer. Those are all, architect, all of those are, you need a degree to be able to do them. And you can be incredible. And you can, even if you don't get good grades in school. I just didn't know that she existed, I guess. I'm turning the speed up because we're gonna run out of time. Let's see, speed.
Willing to do it, do what it takes, even if it's just for a few years. And some people really are just, maybe, I don't know if it's scattered or if it's unorganized or if it's not driven. I don't know what it is, but it was really hard for me in the beginning to identify with those kind of people and find solutions for them. But like I said, I do believe that if you want to achieve success in anything in life,
it was hard for her to connect with people who got bad grades and were not high achievers. Give me a break. It's hard to connect with other humans. You prejudged them and you didn't know how to talk to them because you didn't respect them. What? I know that's not what she said verbatim. I that's what's coming across to me in how she is saying this. And there are good people in the world that never graduated school. There's good people in the world who struggled to graduate school, if they even had access to go. To measure someone just by their achievements, it's just so elitist.
it doesn't have to be network marketing. You have to put in the work. And if you've got people around you that are successful, follow their lead. My husband, Wes, he used to be a professional world-class triathlete. And he will always say he was not the best swimmer, biker, or runner. But because of his mindset, he was world-class and ranked within the top 3 in the world for several years in a row. So, he's a tough guy mentally. And I think that we can all put ourselves in that mindset where I want to achieve success and I'm willing to make those kind of sacrifices or compromises or whatever it is for a certain period of time to achieve them. And, some people aren't willing, or some people don't believe enough in themselves. So it's just a matter of, can we help shift their mindset? And are they willing to put themselves in a position where their mindset can be shifted, right?
Right. I will tell you from my perspective, I was always a poor student. I struggled in formal education. And the thing that was great about network marketing for me is there wasn't a test that I had to pass or they kicked me out.
Right.
I could continue to gradually get better, and the professional was patient with me. While I was a slow learner, but once I got it, I got it. Once I had it, I could circle it from a lot of different angles. I could figure it out. People like you always frustrated me because they get it in 2 seconds. They see the whole picture. Okay, I got it. Boom. They move forward. And like you say, some people, high achievers, look at people like me, and they scratch their head and they go, maybe I don't fit inside of this model. Maybe I should be a bankruptcy attorney. Maybe I should run my own yoga empire. Maybe I should create some other business. Maybe I fit better there. So it's interesting to see you doing so well, so fast inside of the network marketing profession. Talk about, you go through this, you go through high school, all A's, you go through college, all A's, you come right out, become a bankruptcy attorney, a successful bankruptcy attorney.
Well, I don't know how successful you could be your first years in the practice, but I was doing my job.
You're doing your job. You're probably making more money than
I was
a lot of people your age.
Yeah, I was making a 6-figure income right off the bat.
Yeah, she's like, hum. Yeah, 6-figure income
now,
in my early 20s.
Right. And now I realize that you can actually make a 6-figure income monthly.
Sure.
If you really
income claim. It is. There's something about having respect for the hard work that goes into into a career that is going to be associated with helping people or doing something that contributes to complex tasks associated with the environment or working with NASA or being a technician for air. I mean, I don't want to box myself in with this. People are more than what they do for a living. Having respect for the hard work that people do is one thing. And listening to her, it just gives you the ick. It's like someone asking, "Oh, what have you been doing since you graduated?" And, "Oh, you're doing what now?" That's the undertone of what I'm hearing when she's talking. She started at 6 figures in law and she bailed for fucking MLM. I call BS. Yep. Yeah, this is frustrating to watch. It is frustrating to watch. I'm watching from the beginning because I just got home from work. Hello. Thank you for sharing your health journey, and I'm glad you had a nice start to your day after adding the new med. Thank you. She couldn't have switched career paths so quickly without support. We're not getting the entire story here. Oh, you know what we can do? Here, let me see. I'm going to look at something, and I will not dox anybody. Let's do this. Let's see if we can see what she... Let's see. I'm just going to see how long that, if her numbers are matching up with her story. Haley Hobson. I don't know where she's based out of, though. It's okay. I don't need to know that, I don't think. Search. Unless she has a website. She's not 22. She's not 39. How old is she? In her 40s? Age descending. Is her... I'm looking for a Michael. Hold on. Find Michael. I don't think she's 54. I'm just looking. I'll press play while I'm messing about.
Really want to.
If you really want to, right? So then you say, hey, this isn't for me. Maybe it's a little too negative. I don't want to sit in the courtroom all the time. And
it was boring.
And it was boring. It's repetitive, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So then you make this huge shift.
She's 54 now. Interesting. I'm just seeing if what she's saying, she's a double presidential diamond from 2016 to 2022 so far. Presidential diamond Doterra 2015. So she's been double presidential since 2016. She is author, speaker, nonsense, health coach. It says author, speaker, holistic health coach, Pilates and yoga teacher, 2014. Mind and Body Coordinator 2014 to 2022. Owner of Haley Hobson LLC. Well, that makes sense. Owner Nobo Pilates 2014. Rally Sport Pilates Coordinator 2022. What do you mean? Rally Sport Pilates Coordinator from 2014 to 2022. I thought she was making a crap ton of money in doTERRA. I help entrepreneurs and creative professionals eat smarter, rest better, and be more productive. Oh, her education. Are you ready? Raw food from David Wolf, Raw Food Expert Certification 2013. Holistic Health Integrative Nutrition from the Institute of Integrative Nutrition 2012 to 2013. Holistic Health Integrative. This is a repeat. Oh, January 1st, 2012 to December 31st, 2013. JD Law from... She went to Rutgers? Wow. 1991 to 1994. And her bachelor's was American Studies from Brandeis University. Rutgers is pretty good. DC's brand to me is the iconic backwards hat and headphones. I know, I love that. I remember both my elementary school custodians. We called them Mr. XXX. Times have changed. Yes. Oh, thank you. I just want to be me. Like, when I first started streaming, I didn't know, like, I probably should wear makeup. That's just literally, like, not me, though. And I like the idea of makeup. Sometimes I do where I'm self-conscious about, like, my skin imperfections. But it's like, I hope that if other people want to be YouTube creators, maybe they are more relaxed and casual and don't wear a lot of makeup or stuff. And I don't know. I just was like, I'm going to try to be me and figure it out. Yes, make cookies. This is the best. This is the way my sister's been making vanilla for the longest time. She makes her own. So what I need on a hoodie is a chibi style drawing of DC at her computer with her hat and hoodie and microphone and headphones with a talk button screaming, "What?" Love that. Yeah. Oh, y'all are sweet. And no shade to anybody who else, like, you know, when you see all the beautiful people on YouTube and even all the beautiful, like, people in anti-MLM, it's like, no one's ever given me shit for not wearing stuff, but it just makes you think, like, oh, and I see, it's just, like, something you think about. It's like, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Oh, y'all are sweet. Okay, so her law degree checks out. She got her BA from 87 to 91 and then went straight into law school, 91 to 94. I'm looking to see if she is making as much money as she's telling us she's making. And I'm looking at her licenses. She didn't keep up to date with her legal license? Whatever. Okay. Interesting. What does it mean when it says, like, suspended is different than inactive, right? Huh. Like, wouldn't it be inactive if you... Why does it say suspended? Oh, she's making bank. One, two. Oh my God. So she lives part-time in San Diego, like she's saying, super expensive apartment, super expensive house in Colorado. And another property. Oh. 3, 4. Wow. A lot of money. I mean, she's making bank. She's making bank. It says on this deal, it says for her professional licenses, and maybe this is wrong, sometimes it's not accurate, it says suspended. Trade type lawyer. I'll just look it up. Let's see. A-R... I mean, that's what it says there. She's licensed in Pennsylvania, and it says lawyer, and then it says suspended. I don't know. Making things in the background to add to my story. I have so much wildness in my brain. Love that for you. It's one step before getting disbarred. Melissa or Rob, I'll send it to y'all. Here, I'll download it. Drop, let me see if I might need to redact it before I send it. Okay, we'll get back to the stream. Sorry, we were distracted. Download PDF.
Kind of from business to kind of holistic mind, body, soul, spirit type of an approach, but that drains your mind, body, and soul for some interesting reason.
Well, probably because of my, need to please, my need to achieve, my need to always be the one that's making everybody feel better and putting myself out there all the time. I had to learn a lot of boundaries in this business too, because I'm the person that wants to just make sure that everybody has everything. Sure, text me 24 hours a day, I'll help you, and, that probably allowed me to have a faster level of success in the beginning. But with everything, oh, sure, you want to come in at 5 o'clock in the morning? I'll train you, in Pilates. But then I had to create my boundaries there. Okay, I'm not going to see clients until 8, or I'm not going to take somebody at 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm only going to work until 4. Now with this business too, I'm only going to answer my phone if you schedule a call with me and between these hours. So yeah, I'm a giver and I'm a pleaser, and that's my personality.
I relate to that. And I want to ask you about that. What do you think caused the people pleaser part of your personality? If you really had to look back, because I've been a people pleaser my whole life, and creating boundaries is really a challenge. Has always been a challenge. If somebody could take advantage of me really easy, because they could push that button.
I think it's heritage, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's growing up with the family that I grew up in, that sort of East Coast. I'm from a Jewish background, and my mom, I always felt like I had to please everybody. It was that guilt trip. You know what I mean? I know that's being hugely generic or.
It's your story.
But it's that's where I think it comes from. That need to, oh, it's your brother's birthday, you better call him. I'm like, well, I already did call him, but then, you should call him again.
Right.
That kind of making sure that I'm always doing what my parents are telling me. Otherwise, there's that really huge.
Are you in the Disney Dreamlight Valley Discord? There's an event going on that gives some item grants. I did not know that. I'm not part of that. I'll have to join it. Thank you. I think Heather's going live right now. We didn't finish. I'll go live again tonight to play. I'll make sure I do not get Nala or Simba without being on stream. I want to do a surprise and delight stream for Heather so that we can, I don't know, spread the goods around. Where's my, all right, YouTube's. I was going to try to stream till 6, but I'm not feeling very well, so I want to, is Heather not going live anymore? Heather. Where is she? Live? What's today's date? The 24th? Oh, she's not going live. Oh, no, yes, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Sorry, user error. Your channel. Manage videos. I'm just going to redirect to Heather, and then I'm sure y'all can find Aaron's stream. Let's see. Edit. Customization. Redirect. Heather. Which one is it? Upcoming. I don't know which one it is. Dealing with a bad upline. All right, there we go. Thank y'all. I was feeling so good this morning, and then now. Oh my gosh. Thank y'all for hanging out. I was feeling good this morning, and then I guess my medicine wore off, so we're gonna go raid Heather's stream, and thank y'all for hanging out. And I will probably go live later tonight if I feel good, because I want to get Simba and Nala before the new update on Dreamlight Valley. So, I can't even end because my ending slide's messed up. Here, let me try this. Okay, jump scare.
Quit your business. You're a